Hey guys, welcome back to the Sonic Fan Game Showcase and my coverage of Sage 2025. This time around, we're looking at Super Duper Amy Freaking Rose by Fractal Cherry. I'd like to call it Super Duper Amy Fucking Rose, but you know, we're not always allowed to do that. We're not always allowed to do that. Either way, Super Duper Amy Freaking Rose is a 2D, 2.5D kind of platformer, all based around, well, our favorite woman of the hour, Amy Rose, running around doing random stuff. So this game definitely grabbed my attention just due to the fact that there's not many games at Sage that are centered around Amy. Most games are going to be centered around Sonic, and that's usually what it is. So seeing that something was centered around Amy definitely catched my attention. And definitely interesting because this game is not actually a demo. It's actually a completed full fan game. And most of the time, full fan games don't go to Sage. So I was interested in seeing how complete this is and what even happens in it. So either way, this game does have controller support. I was able to add it through Steam. But also, this game is also a browser game. So if you wanted to be able to run it on your browser and stuff like that, that's also possible. But we're playing with the standalone version. Either way, as you can see, I have a mouse, but I'm moving it with a controller and all that stuff. So we got a couple of options. We've got story mode, time trial, settings, and credits. Of course, we always go to settings first. So in here, we can mess around with our music volume, our sound effect volume, and our master volume. We can also mess with impact frames, which I don't know what that is, after images, and then setting ourselves to full screen if need be. We can also choose whatever FPS we want to go for. I mean, wouldn't you always want 60 FPS? Let's see. So this is 30 versus 60. Yeah, definitely want to go for 60 FPS. So let's see. What kind of credits do we got? Credits to Sonic Advance for sprites. Let me see. This is a non-commercial fan project and all that stuff. We always got to say, thank you for playing. Well, thank you for making it. Thank you for making it. Then we also have a time trial option, which shows there are 5 different available levels in this. Can't call it a demo because this game. So in this fan game, so there's 5 different levels to go through for a time trial. But we want to make things right. We got to go through the story mode. And, well, that's a deep cut character right there. Witch Cart the Witch from Tails Sky Patrol. That is a deep cut. That is a deep cut. Either way, here's the story. Right here. And that was the story. That was the story. So, Witch Cart the Witch Cart stole a cake, and Amy wants that shit back. So, she's going on a rampage to kill everybody in her way until she obtains her sugary goodness. So, to go ahead and pause, we can go ahead and see what all the controls are. So, you run using the left stick, jump using X, you can do a homing attack while in the air while using square, you can use your hammer using circle, and then a light speed dash using triangle. Then you've got a boost using R, and you can respawn using plus. So, from here, we can go ahead and choose to resume the game, look at our settings, restart, and quit. But, you know, we gotta go fast. The controls are a little bit weird because it takes Amy just a little bit of time to stop running. Like, she's got a shit ton of momentum to the point that if you, just hold right the entire time and then try and hold left to go backwards, you're going to have some trouble just stopping in general. You're going to have some trouble trying to stop. Like, I'm going at full speed, I hold backwards, and yeah, it takes me a while to slow down. So, the point is that you're just trying to get, oh god, you're trying to complete these levels as fast as possible. But yeah, the story is that Witch Cart stole Amy's cake, and Amy wants that shit back. So Amy's going to go ahead and go get it. Either way, you've got your hammer, you've got your homing attack, and I guess you also have the light speed dash, though I'm not sure if it's going to be used anywhere. There you go. I used the light speed dash. I made use of my abilities. You see, I'm that good. I made use of the abilities. But as you can see, it's not fully 2D, nor is it 3D. That's why I wanted to refer to it more as 2.5D. You're seeing everything from a 2D perspective, but you're also able to move back and forth on the Z-axis. Like, you've got a Z-axis. Oh boy. When your momentum just makes you go way too fucking, you can't stop yourself. Amy wants that cake so bad, she can't stop herself at this point. So I guess it's meant to be more of like a time attack game where you're trying to get through levels as fast as possible to get that time bonus to then get your rank up and all that. Either way, I don't know what the names of all these levels are, but we are now currently in, I have no idea, city. Oh, look, Sonaze back there. Be a lot of Sonaze love right here. You know, we're Sonaze, but still, I can appreciate other ships. Because I'm not 8 years old. Because I'm not 8 years old, and the shipping wars, they never needed to happen. Oh, they never needed to happen. All right, but this is a pretty cool area. I'm going to guess this is based off of, what's it called? There's a level from the original Sonic Advance that looks almost exactly like this, and is probably the inspiration. Probably inspiration. Also, we've got like a dash button. Oh, hi. Also, I guess Amy doesn't take damage. Like, she doesn't have health. She just, you know, keeps going and all that. So if I get hit, I just get knocked off my balance for a little bit, and that's all that happens. So I like that. I don't die. I don't die, therefore all my skill issues can be thrown right out the corner, but it's all just based off trying to get to the end as fast as possible and get a cake, I guess. Also, we've got an entire, like, progression bar in the bottom part, in case you're wondering how far you are into a level, I guess. Also, I'm walking on a rail. On a rail. My favorite... I keep on making references to On a Rail recently from fucking Half-Life. Half-Life, full life consequences. Sorry, there's just a lot of full life consequences going on right here. Okay, we've got a shield, and then the, I don't know what happened there, but I'm still alive. I'm still alive. But there's like a whole, like, score ranking system depending on, like, how good you are at doing all this, which is pretty goddamn awesome. Also, there's red rings. I'm not going to be able to go through all the red rings. I don't even go for all the red rings in regular Sonic games, much less fan games. Much less the fact of fan games. But I definitely like how short all the levels are. They feel very bite-sized. I like that. Definitely for a browser game, you would want something more like that, like a bite-sized kind of experience, which definitely seems to be what they're going for right here. How are we now? Crimson Caldera. Crimson Cholera. Cholera. I love cholera. My favorite part of existence is getting cholera. And then Amy burns herself to death. I'm gonna burn myself to death. Actually, have I done an Amy voice? I don't. That's the Amy voice. Hammer's pretty slow. I guess you wouldn't really want to go for the hammer. Let's see. It just sounds like Tails if he was having a fucking... if he was being fucking unmade. I don't think that's how Amy sounds like. You know, Amy can sound like anything I want her to sound like, because I don't have a voice for her quite yet. Sonic, it's me. This is the 85th time you skipped out on our wedding, Sonic. I'm going to take your balls into hell. I don't have a good voice for Amy. It just sounds like nothingness. Usually I have a really shitty voice for all the Sonic characters, but Amy, I mean, like I said, I just don't play enough games that include Amy, so therefore I never really get to give her a dumbass voice like I do with the rest of the characters. So yeah, I appreciate you, Fractal Cherry, for having a game that allows me to flex my hatred of my own voice. My hatred of making really, really weird sounds. Now, where am I going? Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Lord, what is happening? Oh, Lord, what the hell is going on? I like that I can't die. I'm pretty shit at video games, so I appreciate that this one doesn't mess with my skill issue of being ass. Gotta go fast, Amy. I'm trying to figure out which one has the boost. I guess the boost isn't really a boost. I mean, it is, but it's just to get you back up to your normal speed. Oh, Lord. You see how Amy just couldn't even fucking stop? Yeah. I think that's meant to be part of the gameplay, though. It's meant to be that you can't fucking stop. There's no stopping Amy Rose, especially when she's falling to her death and melting to death. You ever melted to death? It's so much fun. There you go. I like the Lightspeed Dash. Even though I think the only game that ever showed off that Amy could use the Lightspeed Dash was the multiplayer mode of Adventure 2. So that's pretty interesting. I keep on getting the C. But yeah, I love the graphics. I like the 2.5D kind of look. Let's see, what was this place named? I wish I could have stopped to see what was going on. Okay. All right, boss fight. How do I win? I gotta smack it with my hammer. So, I guess Witch Cart decided to fuck with me to get the cake in order to bring me here to beat the fuck out of me with her super laser piss. Amy, you need to like move. What am I supposed to be doing? I think am I supposed to be, I'm supposed to be like jumping on there and then hitting her little crystal? Did the cake have a crystal in it or something like that? What am I supposed to do? I guess I can do like a whole jumping hammer situation, but I'm not sure where am I supposed to hit her? My depth perception is not great. That's one problem I'm having with this game, just the fact that depth perception seems to be a little bit bugged. I'm trying to hit her, but I can't get up to her. I can't get there, damn it. I can't actually hit the opponent. Huh. How do I hurt her? How do I hurt you? Come on. I need to figure out how to hit the opponent. Maybe is it... There we go. I actually got it. Though I don't know what I did. That's one problem. Maybe working on making so that these are a couple of suggestions I would have. Making it so that I can actually see what I'm doing, I guess. Oh, am I supposed to homing attack the crystals to get up there? Like I was saying, I like the layered 2.5D look, but depth perception seems to be a little bit off. It could just be due to the fact that I have awful depth perception, but for now, it's just like I can't really attack the enemy properly. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh boy. But I love the art style. I really like the 2.5D look. It just needs a little bit more help with that. And I like the kind of flow that you can get in this game. Oh, come on. Damn it, I'm trying to get up there. Damn it, I'm trying to get up there to beat the fuck out of you and your crystal head. And there we go. Slap you in the goddamn face. It's turning purple. God damn. Are you a purple boy? Or you're a purple woman. Now, purple boy is something different. Oh, no. She hit the ground twice. Then she hit the ground running. Damn it. I'm like, damn it. I wouldn't be able to get up there up my own either way. I would need to jump on her hands. She's going to catch these hands, damn it. Or maybe I am. There we go. Got her again. She's pissed. I'd be pissed too if a fucking rodent was jumping around with a hammer trying to beat me in the fucking head. Though I probably shouldn't have stolen all of her food. She's very angry. It's interesting that they decided to use a character like Witch Cart, which, yeah, she doesn't have that much representation in the series, but probably for a good reason, because Tails Sky Patrol is kind of ass, though I like the usage of more than just basic Sonic characters. Yes, I killed her. Cleared. I did it. I saved the world. Woohoo. My rank, oh, I got an S+. And a gay S+. Did I get my cake back? Give me my shit back. You shit back. She's gonna use all the Chaos Emeralds and become Super Amy. Use your hammer. Okay, that works. Though I de-transformed. Did I get my cake back? I just killed an old woman. Homicide. Homicide. Yay, I got the cake. And then we just have one last level. I gotta be running this one over to Sonic. To be like, fucking, I wanted chocolate. Why do you fuck up everything you do, Amy? I'm sorry, I'm just trying to make you love me. I wanted chocolate, damn it. That doesn't even sound like my Sonic voice. Who was that? I don't even know. Well, I wanted chocolate. Fuck you. Sonic, you know you can't have chocolate. You have allergies. Fuck you. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm suicidal. I'm getting a fit. Yes. I also like the custom sprites in here. I know the sprite is from Sonic Battle, but there are a couple of like pieces of the animation that are custom. I can definitely tell. I mean, the Sonic Battle sprites are just fucking badass in general anyway. Doesn't matter if they're being custom or not. They're just badass in general. Also, I passed another one of the red rings. The red rings. The 7 world rings. Have you gotten me my 7 world rings, my pretty? I'm not your pretty. That's weird. You are my pretty. What if a Razor Chin called Sonic is pretty? You're a pretty hedgehog. I'm a rat now. Fuck you. Fuck you. I ain't letting that happen to me. Where am I now? Yeah. Everything is wow if you think about it. Ooh. No. Let me hit the red ring. Boink. I like the sound effects. The sound effects are also nice. I got to get to Sunak, and I got to give him his cocaine cake. And there we go. I did it. I cleared it. We did it, boys. We made cake. Are we having cake? No, the cake is a lie. How could this be? Either way, thank you for playing. Okay. Super duper Amy fucking Rose. Either way, I mean, like I said, that's super duper Amy fucking Rose. Definitely a lot shorter of a game, but it's cool that a completed game did show up here at Sage. It's always nice to see it when a creator's vision all comes to a cohesive whole. I don't really know why Witchcart stole the cake or what we were even doing with that, why we even made it in the first place, but all I know is that Amy got her cake. And that sounds really weird out of context. Either way, this has been Super Duper Amy Freaking Rose, and I'll see you guys next time on the Sonic Fan Game Showcase and my coverage of Sage 2025. And before I end this episode, I want to thank all of my YouTube members, including the Disciples of Epsilon, Spiral, Kokery, Swordman, Shell and Hummus, Crimson, Yuki, Light Duo, Cloud Eon 14, Dominic Jones, and Darcy Lanfranco. The Epsilon Sage Phoenix. Without you guys, this channel wouldn't stay afloat, so thanks for all the support, and I'll see you guys next time on The Backlog.